Looking at that kind of that visual part of 15.3, so we have this illustration showing the requirements that we have for our installs, and so we have 3 feet in between the equipment. So that's our code language, that's our charging statement. So unless we have documentation saying otherwise, we would have to have a minimum of 3 feet between our pieces of equipment. And as we're going to see, the requirements are from 3 feet from windows and doors that open into the dwelling units. So important to know that as well in keeping our equipment spaced far apart. As we all know, when you go to a job site, when you're on customers' homes, space can very much be at a premium, and be able to fit this equipment in under all of the requirements, it can get difficult sometimes. So just knowing what these are and understanding what documentation you need to do any variance from these requirements is important. So here's where that 15.4.1, where that 3 feet from doors and windows directly entering the dwelling unit. So that's a change in the 23 language. And so understanding that if those windows or doors are directly into the dwelling unit, then we have to have that minimum of 3 feet. So that's one of those 4 requirements. But the other things, and this is a question that comes up a fair amount, is, where can I put the energy storage? What is allowed? And so we have these 4 locations that are explicitly called out. Attached or detached garages. Attached garages separated from the dwelling unit and sleeping units in accordance with the local building code. That's one way. In a detached garage is completely or accessory structure. Those are acceptable locations. Outdoor wall units with that 3 foot requirement. And then we do have this in enclosed utility closets and storage or utility spaces where approved by the AHJ. So this is giving us a little bit more leeway. This is giving us a little bit more open-ended in terms of where we can install these things. So it doesn't have to be in a garage, or it doesn't have to be outside. So utility spaces are acceptable. We're approved by the AHJ, so there gives the AHJ some leeway there. So I highly recommend, if you are an installer, if you're a designer, if it's at all a question in your mind, then talking with the AHJ and making sure that they do approve it as well, just because it's, once it's there, it's going to be a heck of a lot harder to move and figure out a different place. So this is definitely not something worth trying to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Definitely get permission ahead of time.